welcome to Women Today. Today is a very special day. With me, I've got Gemma Watson from the Paul J Solicitors here based in Middlesbrough. Welcome, Gemma. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
You're looking nice.
Thank you very much.
I love the shoes. I love the colours. I should have put on brown myself. But anyway, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay, a little bit nervous, but I'm all right.
We'll be fine. Fine. Okay. So tell me more about yourself before we go into Paul J Solicitor.
Yes, my name's Gemma Watson. I am the practice manager of Paul J Watson Solicitor. Paul Watson is my father. Okay. He's been a solicitor since the early 1980s.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. So I've been here for 15 years.
Okay.
I started as an office junior at 17, and I've sort of gradually worked my way up to the practice manager.
Was it a situation where Daddy was like, you're coming into the business?
No. It was literally just that he had an opening.
Right, okay.
I'd been to college, I wasn't enjoying college, and I decided I wanted to do something different.
Okay.
And that was it, really.
It's actually, because you're saying you were in college and you decided to do something different, look at where you end up.
Yeah, true. I mean, it just wasn't for me, and it's not for everybody. I think people assume that somebody who works in a solicitor is going to have a degree. Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I don't have other qualifications or that I don't work as hard. It wasn't for me.
Oh, that's good.
But
so how do you manage it? Because you've got a daughter as well.
I have.
And a husband and work to do.
It's difficult, I think, but it is for any working family, not just for women, for men as well. We've always, I think, because it's my father and I, we've always managed to juggle things sort of between us. My mum sort of kindly helps out with childcare and things like that.
That's good. So, at least we've touched a little bit about the family side of things, but tell me more about what Paul J Watson does. What do they do? So
we've been here since 1987. We're a long established firm. We've recently moved back onto Borough Road.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yes, it's a completely refurbished building, so that we've tried to make it nice and welcoming and relaxing for the clients. I think there's nothing worse from my point of view. The fat cat, stuffy, snobby lawyer image is something I worked really, really hard to try and dispel.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can see the Gemma.
Everything matching.
Yes.
But the firm has worked for a very long time within the community. The majority of what we do is legally aided work.
Okay.
I suppose probably people will know now that legal aid's been taken away for a lot of people. Yeah. So that does make it quite difficult for families who are going through problems. We've had to do various sort of fixed fee schemes and things like that to try and still help people where we can.
So what sort of what type of cases do you help people with? Because I saw that when I walked through the door, you've got quite a lot of leaflets, I saw that you cover even things like the domestic violence side of things.
Yes.
So what sort of like cases do you cover here within the offices?
The main areas that we do are criminal defence and family law. Okay. And the guides that you see in reception, what we've tried to do is break down each subject within family law and give people guides that they can just pick up and take away that give them answers to some of the common questions. Yeah. But in keeping with the ethos of the firm, we've tried to keep it so that it's straightforward, it's free of legal jargon, you can pick it up and you can understand it. Yeah. Again, I think there's nothing worse than coming into an appointment, wherever that might be, and being bombarded with information that you don't fully understand.
Sometimes you don't really understand.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I saw as well is like within your leaflets, there is more to do with community, and I see you're very much interested in helping the community.
Yes.
And that's how different you are from. Explain a little bit more about that.
In terms of why clients, I think, should choose us other than anybody else.
Yeah.
And any solicitor's firm is going to say to you that they do the best job.
Yeah.
They're going to say that they get the best results. Whether they are caring and sympathetic, though, I think varies. And where we differ is that we've worked in this area since 1987 and we've worked in legal aid.
Yeah.
Anybody who works in legal aid is doing it because they genuinely care about the people that they're working for.
Yeah.
It's not because they make huge quantities of money.
Yeah.
And we are committed to the local community.
Yeah.
So whether that's going to local events and engaging with the community, supporting local charities.
Yeah.
We sponsored my sister's place
Yeah.
up fundraising ball last year.
Yeah.
We're going to Middlesbrough Mela. Last year we went to Middlesbrough Pride. We try to engage with the community as much as we can and support local causes.
So for your organisation, it's also more about making a difference, you know, changing
Yes.
someone else's life
Yes.
more than money itself.
Yes. And that might sound a little idealistic and people might think, but it genuinely is true. I mean, you only have to look on the internet and you will find information and reviews about who we are and what we do.
Yeah.
We don't just say it, we do it. I think the other thing that I did want to mention today is that we're involved in local campaigning as well.
Okay.
We're involved with the Relative Experience Project,
Right.
which has been formed by 3 local charities
Right.
for what we call kinship carers.
Right.
Nationally at the moment there is very little support for kinship carers,
Right.
and just to explain a little bit about
I was
the
gonna
term,
ask that, yeah. Okay.
when a child is potentially being taken into care,
Right.
rather than being taken into care they can be placed with a family member.
Right. Okay.
That's what we call kinship carers.
Right.
Now, there's very little financial support or emotional support available at the moment for kinship carers, and we're involved locally in campaigning to try and raise awareness and to make a difference, because we see people going through really horrendous situations where they've had to remortgage or sell their house, they've spent all their savings, they've spent all their pension just so they can care for their grandchildren.
Right.
So that's one of the local projects that we're involved in.
Like, I mean, if you look at a child being looked after by somebody that they know, it's completely much better than them going to completely to a stranger, somebody who does not really know them. I like the side of the community side of things, because I had an opportunity for, you know, you had to come and visit. You visited PCCI,
Yes.
which is the Praise Christian Centre International.
Yes.
One of the biggest Pentecostal church in Middlesbrough. How was your experience?
I really enjoyed myself.
Right.
Everybody was so friendly, and I enjoyed the food, I enjoyed the atmosphere. I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't really have any preconceived idea about what it was going to be like, and I was nervous.
Yeah.
But as soon as I walked in, you know, everybody just made me so welcome, and for me, it makes a difference, and that's what I try and get across to our staff. It's really important that anybody who comes through our door feels welcome. And that is a really big thing for me.
That shows the uniqueness of Paul J Watson Solicitors, because
I hope
you needed to go into another community and get to understand them and get to know more, you know, and before you do anything with them. So
I'm trying to learn different cultures, different religions, because I don't feel that we can fully and properly represent our clients and their needs without understanding their community. So it's something that is a bit of a project of mine at the moment, so that we can filter that down to the rest of the staff, and anybody who comes through the door can feel welcome, included, supported.
Can I just say, not many people can do that, but you're an amazing woman. So where can people find Paul J Watson Solicitors? Where can they find it?
So we're based in Middlesbrough. We're opposite the Evening Gazette offices. It's a new building. You'll find us just where the traffic lights are. There's a big sign, which is always a bit of a clue. But you can find us clearly on the internet, on Facebook, on Twitter. Clients are actually offered free initial appointments.
Yeah.
So even if you're not too sure about whether you do actually want to do whatever the legal problem is, you can come in, you can get the advice. We're not going to pressure anybody into going ahead with anything.
Yeah.
We give you the information, you go away, you may never ever come back, but at least we know that you've had what you need, and you know the rest is really up to you. It's not going to be some pushy sales thing where everybody's on the phone to you saying, you know, are you going to come back, are you going to come back? It's not.
Well, it has been amazing having you. You've been fantastic. Never mind not to mention this. But thank you so much, Gemma.
No, thank you for coming.